This next film you're going to see is a pure holiday film, which I hope you'll find interesting. I always wonder whether other people's holidays do appeal that to other folks. But then, when I look at the pictures, especially of the children, I think they are interesting, and well, let's face it, it's nice to see people enjoying themselves. Well, we're giving this film the real star treatment with our main artists coming up now. When I look at them now, mind you, this film was taken, well, I'm talking now from 1962, and this was taken 1957, so as you all know, if you know our family, there's quite a difference in the children. Chris here, for instance, is about 3 times as big, I think, but nevertheless just as chubby and as sweet as ever. Yvonne, well, she's now a very sprightly young lady of 7. And of course Dad does put on another 4 inches, I think it is, around the stomach, but not to worry. Things I do worry is the price of bill has gone up. This is one of our old jalopies. I think it was the 5th actually. We always used to name the car Sally, so this would be Sally the 5th. Quite a good old bargain too. Right, out of the smoke and now into the country. It's always a thrill when you buy an old car and it behaves well on a holiday or an excursion out somewhere. And I have now come to think of it, that the older cars have provided me with more enjoyment than the later models that I've had since. Or maybe it's just that I'm getting old, I don't know. I think these shots of Yvonne are really sweet. She was a real charmer. She had us mystified here. Nobody seems to remember what it was that she put in Reen's hand. I think it's a nice thing about a large family, and after all we are a large family of 6, that everybody mucks in quite well, especially the holiday period. You know, there's plenty of help for people. Well, this is a camp that we went to, which is the Doodlewell camp in Dorset. I think it's a wonderful place, and quite honestly I don't think I've had an holiday since to equal this one. I think it was first class. I like freedom, and I like camping as well. Although in this case we did have a caravan and also a tent. As you can see, Lulworth Cove is rather a windy place, but the sun always seems to shine there, and the air is very invigorating. This is rival Jill and Alan in their courting days. They're now married over a period of 4 to 5 years. Isn't it surprising how clothes seem to date when you look back on them? Whenever Anne or the children see these films now, they're always saying, "Ah, well, don't show that. Look at the old clothes I was wearing, these funny old trousers, coloured socks." You know, every year, of course, as they grow older, they get more critical in their dress. Nevertheless, all these moves are now captured on this film, and that's it. I'm not cutting any of it out for any of them. This is real cute close-up of Yvonne. Full of life. Well, off to the seafront. A doodle doll, this was quite a walk actually. Mostly downhill and very steep hills. It was quite an effort to get this pushchair. Not so bad going down, but getting it up the cliffs in the evening. We really knew that you'd pushed it. As you can now begin to see that Dorset and the seaside and cove down here at Lulworth Cove really is a beautiful spot. I'm sure that I must go back there someday. A bit of a job here to see who is helping who. Come on, Mum, helping down. The girls now absolutely annoyed at these costumes. Of course, I think that the time we made this film they weren't that old-fashioned. I think Chris was about the only one that took to the sea from a pretty early age. In other words, he wasn't so scared as the others were. Well, here comes David. Whoops. Couldn't catch peanuts, could they? Every time they throw the ball, nobody catches it. Now what's Yvonne looking at? Oh, it's Dad. Showing off again. Look at this, for swimming. It's certainly rocky on that boat that day. I don't think Anne really knew whether she'd join it or not, and Yvonne's very suspicious. Now this is a very nice shot, I think, to show the cove. Well, I've travelled abroad quite a bit, but I must say that some of these places in England, especially in Dorset and Cornwall, equal anything that one sees on the Riviera. This is a tent, and as you can see, the family busy shaking up blankets. Everybody's disciplined in the family and does a job, or 2 or 3 jobs each day. Just tightening up the tent ropes, that young Ron. With Yvonne, she was always busy rather, just pulling things around. Quite happy and making friends with dogs. This one. A nice sunset picture this, I think. Yvonne just about ready for bed. The way they hold onto those bottles, quite surprising when they're babies. These later shots obviously shot at the dusk. They have a beauty all of their own, I think. Almost like a painting. The best way to get down to that road at the bottom was like a lot of the people did, and the kids used to roll down from the top of the hill mostly. This of course is a shot of the young lovers.